What's going on, one and all? Welcome back to the Posh Mall in One-Way Bay. The focus of this episode is the Posh Mall, if you haven't guessed. Yes, last episode we had a question posed, and that was, where are we moving this Posh Mall to? And the answer was to Suburbia, but we needed to know where exactly it was going to go. So the first option was on the river. The second option was over here by the transportation hub. And actually, you know what I noticed when I was editing and watching back the video? That I think I inadvertently made a dick and balls with this whole parking lot system here. So, whoops, my bad. Anyway, we got some overwhelming support for option A. So as you'll notice, I kind of went ahead. We're going to go with option A. Yeah, option B had a little bit of support, but definitely not as much as option A. So as nice as it would have been to have a mall right here, it's going to be even nicer to put it over here on its own little thing. It's now going to be in this like really cool little lowered area and right on the river. So it's going to be like a destination for people, I'm hoping. But yeah, I went ahead and did a little bit of stuff. It was mostly terraforming to get these walls in here. I think they look really good. I'm just hoping that when we place the Posh Mall down here, it's not gonna like screw up the terrain that much and get weird on me. But yeah, we've got these trees here. This is gonna get converted to trees, just, you know, to signify this is like the entrance to the property for the mall. I also had to go through and actually lower this road just a little bit, so it's about as half as high as it once was. So yeah, this made it a lot easier to get a road down here without looking absolutely ridiculous. But next we're gonna have to get a road out of here, and I'm not really sure how to do that. I think we're gonna probably just connect up right under this bridge, and probably have to go through with the terrain tool a little bit throughout this episode and just tweak some things and make stuff look a little bit better. I'm also hoping to get some parking lots down in this area, but then again, I'm not really sure how much we could fit down here. That's the one thing about this location for the Posh Mall, is that there really isn't that much room down here. So it's a little bit of a tight squeeze, but I think we're gonna figure it out. It'll be fine. So look at this. We got like a really crazy intersection down here under an overpass. Look at that. It's ridiculous, but you know what? It's gonna work. I also really don't like how that curve is like on a slope. Maybe we should fix that. You know what? Let's go through and fix that. Didn't really want to delete the entire thing, but oh well. Alright, let's just connect it up. You know, freeform probably worked pretty good for that. There we go. Yeah, that looks a lot better now. So I like that, except that shouldn't have trees on it. That should just be a grass one, but we'll go ahead and upgrade. I guess technically it's a downgrade, because this one actually costs a little less than this one. And if you didn't know, putting trees down on roads actually improves property value, because apparently, I guess the logic is that it blocks some sound from getting to homes. Speaking of homes, look at Suburbia. It is cruising, man. We have tons of homes over here in Suburbia. This is great. I'm going to actually zone a little bit more, just so we get some more people coming into the city throughout the episode. We had a bit of a death thing going on. Check it out. There's like, okay, it's not as bad. It was really bad, like, in the night prior to when I started recording this here. Yeah, there was a lot of dead people, but we had a ton of demand for residential, so people were just like moving in. It's just a really nice cycle of people moving in and dying at the same time at this point. So no real issues going on yet for in terms of death waves, but you know, fingers crossed that it doesn't get to that point. So let's go ahead and move the Posh Mall. So we're closing the mall in Pleasure Town. Big surprise. Corporate America moved out. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and put it over here. I don't know if I should put it right there, or I'm kind of feeling like this is safer because of like this little clip right here. But I like this better because it's farther away from this little hill. You know what? We're gonna try this right here and see what happens. Fingers crossed. Okay. Actually, that worked really well. That worked really well. I like how that looks. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Also, let's upgrade this while it's on the mind. Boom. So, now we have a nice mall that is actually doesn't have any electricity. It only affects like 2 houses over here. Funnily enough. Funnily enough? Funny enough? Funnily, right? Does that make sense? Let's go ahead and put a parking lot or 2 down here. Control E. Yes, that's the one. Every time. Actually, you know what? That parking lot's pretty sweet. That's a big parking lot. I like that one. And then maybe, because don't I have like a really tiny parking lot? Private parking. Yeah, it's just a little like 2-for parking area. So, you know what? Let's put that in. Actually, we could probably line this. That is some risky parking though. Look at that. And these are all going to complain about... Really? You're going to complain about electricity? Yeah, anyway, this is like the most risky parking that you could have. It's on a slope downward, and the only thing stopping you from rolling into the river into a pretty much ultimate demise is a small little step in a little cement barrier. So, I mean, you got enough room to stop if you hit the barrier, but once you tip over, you're pretty much promised to be, you know, washed out to the bay. And the people of Earlland will probably not want to help you get out of the river. So, alright, let's figure out what we can do for electricity down here for now. You know what? For now, I'm thinking that a wind turbine will do the job. Do we want to keep this around, though, is the question. Probably not. And, oh well. Here we go. Yeah, I don't know. We might go through and actually delete that someday. But, you know what? For now, it looks pretty cool. Yeah, while I'm thinking of it, I got another comment on a separate episode from last, but they were talking about the international airport. And believe it or not, I do read all of your comments. I don't always reply to all of them, but I do try to. But yeah, I definitely take into account everything you guys ever really say on the videos, because this is really our experiment. This is our thing, not just mine. So I like to get you guys involved as much as possible, and you probably already knew that, but you know, never hurts to remind you. But yeah, this person was saying that if we put the international airport here with this level of grade, it'll probably, the flight paths of these planes will probably end up being unrealistic or like running into a cliff. So I think I looked at this before once, especially over here. We have plenty of room, I think, over here, because my plan for the international airport is to put it no closer to this highway than right about here. And even then, if I did that, I wanted to do more an angle like this, which gives us a lot of room to work with. The only concern that I have right now is this highway over here. The other option we could do is turn the airport like that, I think. Yeah, so it's kind of straight on that road, right here, if you can kind of see what I'm doing. And I think that works too, but I think that's running into Hank Hill a little bit. And the only other thing is that this little part of the highway is going to need to get tweaked too. So, you know what? To settle this a little bit more, let's go in here, take this, and see where this ends up. Oh, man. That's actually really low. I thought it was going to be a little bit higher over here. Boy. That's not really good. And then over here, this is where it ends up over here already. And then around here, there's somewhere where it's going to break even. It's right there. So, yeah, this is the break-even line right here for the level that... Look at all of the dirt that we're going to need to take out of this area. Wow, that is ridiculous. But anyway, the comment said maybe we should bring the level up a little bit. I would really like to keep it on the same plane, pun, as the other airport, because it just would look so much better with all the parking lots and everything that we're going to put in. So, you know what? We'll get to that a little later. I'm not super concerned about that right now. I do really want to get this project done, but like I said, it's going to take so much money that it's just, it's going to take a while. But, you know, we're going to keep trying to plug at it, but we should figure out what we're going to do before we go ahead and actually level all that down. Because if we're leveling it all down and then we decide we should do it the other way, we're going to have to level it back up, and that's going to cost even more money. So, you know, maybe if anybody has any input on that, let me know in the comments. You guys saw what I was doing, either putting it, like, the road of it, like an L off of this one to make kind of like a 180-degree turn, or do the arch. I don't know. You guys can let me know. I guess it's not really a big priority at this point, so... Oh, man, look at all of these daring souls that have parked on this, like, super crazy parking situation, I guess is a good word. Look at this. This is ridiculous. I don't think I would trust my car to actually park there, but, you know, I'd probably opt to park for the open parking lot that is, like, literally right across the street. Anyway, should we put some trees in here? I think we should put some trees in here. Probably, actually, should we do some, like, palm tree area? I don't know. Do you guys think One Way Bay is, like, a palm tree city? We haven't really done any palm trees, but you know what? I think that could look kind of cool over here. For some reason, I really like palm trees right now, and I don't really know why. I'm thinking, though, we do some sort of, like, alternating pattern like this. This could be really cool. So let's do that. Let's go. I'm going to have to just eyeball this and try to figure out what looks pretty even. I try to get it as good as possible, but, you know, there's no grid to work with right now, so I'm not super concerned about it, but that one's pretty big, so let's put it in one of the bigger gaps. That's a small one. We can put it right there. That's a small-ish. That's a really small one, actually. You know what? Put that there for now. See how that looks. I think that looks pretty good. I like that. It's a little weird, though, because, like, there's literally a tree on the Posh Mall that isn't a pine... I almost said pine tree. Freaking... What? Why am I blanking? Palm tree. Duh. Wow. Anyway, it's kind of a weird mix right there. It's just kind of strange because these aren't palm trees, but these are. I don't know. You guys can let me know if I should delete those, but... I don't know, we could do something else there. Let's actually take the smooth tool. Oh, yeah. I completely whiffed on the whole terraform situation last episode. I hope you guys don't hate me too much for doing that. But apparently when that person said get the terrain tool, he said get the terrain tool that doesn't cost money. I read it as use the terrain tool, which I thought, we have 2 terrain tools. One of them, guess, doesn't use money. And then when I was going through with this one, I literally, I guess, just zoned out or something, and it still costed money. So, yeah. I apologize for that whole waste of time, but you know what? It's something you guys can laugh at me for, or about. So, okay, whatever. I don't know. I'll laugh at myself. You know, you gotta do it. Especially if you're doing YouTube, you have to be able to laugh at yourself. And, you know what? I feel like I can. So, let's go ahead and finish some of this up a little bit. I really wish that would go away. That little bit of terrain right there. What are you doing? Please leave. It's not going to. It kind of looks like poopy, doesn't it? I think so. Anyway, I guess we'll leave it for now. And then, I don't know, probably get it fixed up later. We could, I thought we were going to fit one more of those parking lots in there, but we're not. I think this is ample parking for the Posh Mall. We should probably, you know what we should do, like, right away? Is put some bus lines in, because I don't think we're really, no, we're actually not utilizing this at all, so... Alright, let's kind of plan this out. We have tons of slots for bus lines in here. And I kind of want to, when I use this bus hub, I want to keep, like, slots according to which direction they're going. Like, for this one, we'll take a bus line and send them down to here throughout this whole little district. And then, I guess there, and then back. So, whoa, wait for it. There it is. Yeah, one bus is fine. Really should not even activate this line, but I think it has to be activated. But anyway, so yeah, this one comes all the way here, so it gets the furthest left bus slot. The Posh Mall, I'm thinking, will do one of the farther slots, but I'm wondering if we should get, you know what? Okay, so I'm wondering if we should put, like, reserve the far right one for, like, this area, but then I'm thought about it, and, like, I wanted to put a train station here. So what would the point of that be? But, you know what? I don't think there's going to be a bus hub over here, so maybe we should just put this line to, you know what? Right as I say that. No. We should keep that one open for a future bus route to go down here. This will be the Posh Mall bus route. I'm not exactly sure if you can get back to here from there. Cannot find path. Okay, so we gotta figure that one out right quick. It'll just kind of float there, I guess. So, yeah, I think the easiest way to solve that would be to expand these out. And, well, not out. Well, yeah, out. And then pull this over here like this. And hopefully not screw anything up too bad. There we go. That should be fine. Why? Oh, it's still a bridge. I was like, I thought I had the grass tool, or grass road on, but it did not come out that way. Anyway, let's go back to the bus. Let's take this bus route. Drag it, move, stop. Can I add two? Yeah, okay. Cool. And they should be able to find a path back now. That's great. You know what? I'm thinking like 2 bus lines for this one. Because if this really starts going, if this Posh Mall really draws demand and people start using the train to get here, we should probably be prepared for that. We'll keep an eye on that. And I say that, but you guys probably know by now that I don't really check bus lines that much. I mean, the ones over here in this one are probably pretty bad. They're, you know, I was really expecting them to be worse, but I mean, this is a pretty big crowd. It's really not that bad though. And then the bus comes and yeah, most of that crowd dissipated. So I don't know, that one we should probably work on. I really wish I could hire a consultant to come in here and clean up my bus routes, because I really feel like it could benefit from that, but I'm really, really bad at planning bus routes, especially when the entire city is made of one-way streets. So I'm even worse then, but, you know, what are you going to do about it? I don't know. I actually like how the bus stop worked over here. That looks really cool. So, yeah, they come down the little slope, boom, go right here, and then leave. I really wish we could get, like, a Posh Mall sign to go right there, you know? That'd be really cool. I'm sure there's a mod for it, right? Anybody know? Let me know. I mean, we wanted to do, like, a development sign out here. Look at all of these buildings. They all look exactly the same. That's very interesting. Oh! I also was looking over here, and there's literally not a damn fire station in this entire stretch of area. So, let's go ahead and put one in. We desperately need to put one in, actually. So, we'll put one in here. You know what? That covers most of Soothill. So, I'm kind of liking that. I'm wondering if that would cover more of... No. More of Suburbia, but... yeah, let's keep this one here. That's most of our budget right now, actually. And let's see if it'll get electricity. Oh, it just barely gets electricity. That's good. But, yeah, so that'll be there. We have a self-sustaining electrical... That sentence sucked. We have a Posh Mall that is self-sustaining with its electricity source. And we've officially moved it. We've officially opened up a lot of room down here for the Expo Center, which we will hopefully get in the next episode or two at the latest. I mean, this thing is $125,000. We unfortunately can't afford it now, but we do have a ton of money in our budget. Or, not budget. We have a surplus of money coming in, so that'll be nice. And then we could line the side with parking lots. I really like how this is going to work down here. And actually, as I talk, let's go ahead and line the side with parking lots. With the double park? Double park. I like the double park a lot, actually. So let's do that, and I wish... Did it... No, it looks like it's going to work. And then it doesn't. Come on. Work. Get out of here. Can you? No. No. What might help is a path right there. I don't think it's going to help, though. Why are you floating? There you go. And then back to the double park. My frame rate is, like, atrocious right now. Okay, it's not going to work. I'll have to look at that. Maybe we just won't put anything there. But yeah, when I get down into Pleasure Town, my frame rate just crashes. My computer is struggling. It is really sad because I really love this city, but it's just growing so much, and my card and my CPU just can't handle it. I really wish I could afford to upgrade, but you know what? I have to deal with it for now. And I think that's that. You know what? I'm going to wind this one down. It's gone pretty long. We've gotten a lot done, though. Made fun of myself. We moved the Posh Mall to its new Riverside location. I'm not quite sure if this little piece of dirt is going to go away. Whoa! Doesn't look like it. Undo that. So that's just going to be there. Kind of sucks, but I don't know. Oh boy, that's going to be worse. So yeah, let's leave it there. We'll just like... we'll imagine that it's like a little spillage, like a sewer spill or something coming off the side of it from a pipe or something. I don't know. What else do? We got a fire station over here in the Soothill area. We probably need another one to go into Suburbia. And actually, we need to start looking at a school system for Suburbia soon. And then we talked about the international airport and how we have a little bit of a dilemma, but we'll figure it out. So, guys, that's this episode of One Way Bay. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, leave a thumbs up. If you didn't, leave a thumbs down. And I'll see you next time here in One Way Bay. Stay tuned for that.